what we do say is that if you study what juicing and what fruits and vegetables do when you eat more fruits and vegetables, they have shown through research what happens to children who are taking more fruits and vegetables, of course, through Juice Plus, but taking more fruits and vegetables, they have completely eradicated the ADD. And the children are a lot more calm because when you're dealing with ADD, you're dealing with what the body is lacking in nutrients. And when the body is lacking in nutrients, there is no electromagnetic conduction through the cells, through the nervous system, through the ganglia, and through the synaptic linkage in the brain that keeps the charge of consciousness alive from one synapse to the next. So when nutrients are alive in the body, there is this vibrant energy and there's a calmer demeanor because the agitation is based upon the body being hyperstimulated not only by the drugs, but by the fact that when a child is hungry or when a child is going through certain types of purification based upon the types of food the child is eating, like candies and sugars and all these potato chips with all the salt, this is also agitating to the nervous system. But when the children are on Juice Plus and when they're taking more fruits and vegetables, they have more attention span, they're calmer, they're a lot friendlier. You have no idea how wonderful this thing really has turned out for people. But again, we cannot make any claims. But we just know we can educate people. The other thing is, just really quickly, we are looking for people who really want to promote health. And we're not talking about just sell a product, because that's what I don't do. We don't just sell products. We tell you we wish you to promote health because we're telling you about eating more fruits and vegetables, that phytonutrients are what's going to save us as a people. It's going to save the planet. We got to get away from eating flesh, which essentially we can always talk about as a whole other show about what flesh does to the physical body. But when you are now more focused in teaching people how to become more healthy and using Juice Plus as an incidental to tell them this is the way you can return to that state of health, then yes, we are looking for you to help us to promote health and to sell Juice Plus as well. So if you want to promote health first, then give us a call.
Great. Sounds good. So I definitely have written a lot of information down, and I'm certain that the listeners have done the same thing, and we have a lot of feedback in the chat room. So this is great. It's a great opportunity to boost good health, because we all know that the healthcare system, all they want to do is push prescription drugs on everyone. And, it's all dealing with boosting the economy. It's not really dealing with the healing process. So I think when you can go natural, that's the best way to go.
That's right. And it's not really a healthcare system. It's a disease management system. There's a difference.
I like that. I've never heard that before.
A disease management system, because they never get rid of the disease. The diseases are recidivistic. They keep coming back. You keep revisiting them over and over again, and they get worse each time. So it's about them maintaining an industry. That's what cancer has become, an industry. For the last 10, 15 years, we've been saying cancer is a yeast, a form of radical yeast. Now they're finally coming out and understanding what cancer really is about. It has its personalities, its very actions are the same as yeast. Because we know as naturopaths the personalities of what we call diseases, we know how to identify what family cancer belonged to. And cancer belonged to the yeast family. That's what we came from. That's why we were able to help people heal themselves of this boogeyman that the Western medicine has built up to be this monster that kills us. Cancer can't kill you. It doesn't kill you. What cancer does is essentially cauterize itself and localize itself. When they start taking all kinds of biopsies, that's when they release the waste back into the system, and then you catch up with cancer. Then they give you the chemotherapy that really rushes you to your grave. So cancer does not kill. Get away from the horror that they keep telling you about cancer this. There is no terminal cancer. Cancer essentially is the body using its last-ditch effort to stop you from causing any other damage to the system. Okay, so when you hear about cancer, do not panic. Okay, that's their version of the horror story. They like to talk about boogeymen to make themselves more important. So don't be afraid of cancer. Prevent cancer by all means. But if you should ever have a diagnosis that does that, do not panic. You need to seek a naturopath.
Awesome. And again, I'm glad that you brought that up. I did an episode aired February the 4th where I spoke of my own issues dealing with thyroid, with the diagnosis of thyroid cancer, which I'm completely, it's been completely eradicated. And, I'd like to say that I did it using the powers of my mind as well as, a healthy lifestyle, changing the way I was eating and things like that. So I am now completely cancer-free. But you're absolutely right with what you're saying about cancer.
Just cancer is essentially the last-ditch effort showing you that the body has this yeast that has not yet been removed from the body. If you have a problem with yeast, and I'm talking to our beloved sisters now, know that you are in a precancerous condition. And now that sounds horrible, but what it is essentially is that your body is not getting enough nutrients, not enough oxygen, not enough of the materials that maintain the balance, like you said, the pH balance within the body. Now that happens only when you begin to understand and understand how sugars can be converted and how sugar should be used and what the real sugars for the body's use is supposed to be about and what the false sugars are about. And these false sugars are what permeate throughout the system and begin to sit there and begin to ferment into the yeast condition that then goes forward to become cancer.
Very good information. I'm so happy that you shared that with everyone. And that's why I wanted to speak with you first about health and wellness, because people need to know these things. They don't want us to be cured. They really want us, I feel, there's a lot of things that go together with illnesses and things such as population control, all types of things. You'd be surprised. So,
yes.
That's why we have to take the action of our own healing, and a lot of it comes with just being equipped with the knowledge. So, I'm so happy that you're there to help and assist people.
You're most welcome.
Yes, thank you very much. All right. Well, we've spoken with Dr. Valentine, and he was speaking in depth about health issues and Juice Plus. He gave a lot of information about this product, and I think it sounds awesome. And he's also given the information on how to network and find Juice Plus. So, we want to thank you for that, Dr. Valentine. And what I want to do is move on. If there's nothing else that you want to share with us concerning health, I'd like to.
Again, we do have, for those of you who have issues or challenges to your health, we have 4 separate programs at 4 separate prices. And again, you can call the number 800-847-1291 and leave a contact number. And if you wish to become part of the Child Health Study Program, that is, if you wish to enroll your child and become a member of my Juice Plus family, then you have to call in and leave your number and the request that you would like to join the Juice Plus Child Health Study Program. Also, let me know whether or not you would like to become one of the members of the family that promotes health. And that is, we're looking for people who wish to, again, become a member of my Juice Plus family who promotes health. And we will teach you. You have to be teachable, though. You can't just think that you can just go ahead and say, well, I can get the people to buy the Juice Plus because it's such a great product. No, we don't work that way. We don't work that way. You have to be teachable. We have to show you how best to promote health first and to how best to speak to people about the importance of health, the importance of good nutrition, and so forth, and to let them know that we are essentially hygienists, and as hygienists, we believe that fruits and vegetables are the number one thing. And the company has an exceptional policy in aiding people. I've never had any problems with either getting refunds or relocating packages and products, and it is just one of the best